Welcome to the Everyday Grind News, World of Warcraft edition. We're going to start out with some not so good news. Classic WoW technical lead Brian Birmingham has resigned from Blizzard Entertainment for failure to give an employee he supervised a low evaluation in order to fill a corporate rank stacking objective. Brian had this to say. One of Brian's many posts on Twitter: I'm told the forced stack ranking policy is a directive that came from the ABK level above Mike Ibarra. I don't know for sure, but I suspect it's true. Everybody at Blizzard I've spoken to about this, including my direct supervisors, expressed disappointment about this policy. I can indeed confirm this policy did come from above Mike Ibarra, as this method is used by many large corporations when yearly evaluations occur. I fully support Brian in his effort. A boss has been added to the Vault of Archivon raid in Wintergrasp. Emelon the Stormwatcher will challenge all who dare enter the east wing of Vault of Archivon raid in Wintergrasp. Defeat him for a chance to obtain select Ulduar raid set items, as well as Furious Gladiator PvP loot in 25-player difficulty and Deadly Gladiator loot in 10-player difficulty. Oceanic PvP players are rejoicing as they're being added to the PvP matchmaking queues of North America. We've seen data and feedback from players on Oceanic Realms that they have had very long queues for PvP activities, so we've decided to make it possible for them to queue into games with their counterparts in the Americas. This configuration change was made during maintenance. PvE players, I'm sorry, there is still no word on the more requested looking for dungeon tool to help you get into queued instances. I hope that you are all enjoying Dragonflight patch 10.0.5, but patch 10.0.7 will be the next patch to drop, and here are a few things that you will want to know. Let's start off with a little known feature: return to the Forbidden Reach to learn more of the story of the Drakthir Evoker awakening now that the defeat of Razagath has been secured. This zone includes new content for max level players, delving into the troubles left behind by the meddling of the Primalists and the chaos they left behind among the elements. Players will encounter new bosses and objectives, more storms, new loot to add to their arsenal, and more. Players have asked for every race, every class in World of Warcraft, and Warcraft will be adding new races to the Monk class in patch 10.0.7. Blizzard has announced the Monk class expands to new races. In the 10.0.7 content update, the Monk class will be available to the Goblin, Lightforged Draenei, and Worgen races. Another pair of Heritage armor sets, one for Orcs and Humans, are coming in patch 10.0.7, and here's what they look like. On the left is the Human Heritage armor set, and on the right is the Orc Heritage armor set. I think Warcraft has done a great job on both of these sets. Retribution Paladins are getting a huge rework in patch 10.0.7. It's no surprise that a lot of Retribution Paladins are struggling in some areas of the game. Blizzard will focus on button bloat, stacking modifiers, maneuverability, and utility. They will also address the biggest part of what's wrong with Ret Paladins: survivability. Blizzard dives right into survivability. Retribution Paladins currently have one of the highest death rates across all forms of content. For a plate-wearing class with hybrid healing, this doesn't feel right. We're looking to strengthen them through a mixture of passive bonus and improvements to active abilities and cooldowns, while keeping the degree of challenge that results from being a melee-based spec. We'll wait to see what they come up with. If you are as annoyed by having to complete the community soup as I am, you will love these upcoming changes. Blizzard is addressing the toy situation in the community soup, where players spam their toys because they think it's funny. While you can summon toys in the soup pot area, these will disappear almost instantly while the community soup event is active. A great change. This eliminates targeting issues created by such toys as the turnip punching bag, rubbery fish head, and Tuskar training dummy. Clicking Yes Chef counts toward a participation in the community soup event. Another great change. By clicking Yes Chef, you'll get a participation point in community soup, and you can then complete the actual task or second completion point. You can now pick up the weekly quest Community Feast from Pleaky up to 15 minutes before the start of the community soup event. This should have been in place when the community soup event first came out, but these are great changes. Thank you, Warcraft. Don't forget the trading post opens up this Wednesday, February 1st. Here's your chance to work toward epic mounts, pets, recolored transmogs, and you'll have a month to get these things done. If you enjoy Mythic Plus and you love Halls of Valor, then you know how annoying the role-playing is when God King Skovald starts talking. Blizzard has made a hot fix to this. As you can see here, Odin starts talking, and then there's a bunch of God King Skovald stuff that is crossed out, no longer in the game, and then God King Skovald yells one more thing, and you begin the fight. Great job, Liz. Don't forget the Revival Catalyst is now in the game as we are in patch 10.0.5 right now. Let's revisit the information we know so far on how to get the quest and what you need to do to finish it. This is what we know so far. Completing Revival Catalyst can be done on any character and is awarded by completing various activities. Killing Primal Invasion rare mobs grants 5% quest credit. Completing a Dungeon Isles World Event Siege on Dragonbane Keep, Grand Hunt's Storm's Fury grants 10% quest credit. Completing a Dragon Isles dungeon on Mythic difficulty grants 25% quest credit. Killing a Vault of the Incarnate's raid boss grants 25 quest credit. And winning a Battleground, Solo Shuffle, or Arena match grants quest credit. We're still unsure on the percentage that you get. Let the raid farming of Mythic BOE items begin. Mythic BOE items from the Vault of the Incarnates have returned to the game. I didn't know they were gone. Epic items have a chance to drop off of non-boss enemies in Mythic Vault of the Incarnates are now bind on equip. A note from Caviax, community manager from World of Warcraft. Please note that the second adjustment will not change already acquired Soulbound gear back into Bind on Equip. After that time, only new drops will be BOEs. Don't forget to catch my live streams 5 days a week on Twitch, and please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell right here on this YouTube channel so you don't miss next week's The Everyday Grind News World of Warcraft edition.